Oh, hello, Marco. Let me know if you can hear me with the 111. Sorry for giggling, but it's the 111 bit. Ah, dear. I'm just driving myself insane by going through the Skype messages. I want to join Skype, and I keep having to cut and paste the same message again and again and again. But it makes life simple. It's just so boring. Thank you for your interest in joining our Skype sessions. To be considered for membership, you need to confirm your email address. Then you'll be able to introduce yourself in the new members section. After that, take part in a few conversations on the forum until you've achieved active member status. You will be notified when you do, and you will see 2 stars next to your name. In the meantime, you're free to join in the challenges, games, and the voice sessions we hold on other platforms. Check the calendar and the Join Us group for details. I look forward to speaking with you. Normally, that's the last thing I ever hear from them. What, you mean I've got to do something? Yes. Okay, so I'm just getting through them, and then I'm going to read your reply to my post. But I thought it was. I'm still in contact with the powers that be at Webinar Jam because I wasn't 100% happy with what they wrote. I thought, well, that's easy to say, but yeah, doesn't really help me. And I'm not sure if what they were saying was actually valid either. So, okay, every single application to Skype group was today. That's, I think, 10 times I've had to write the same mail. I think I'm going to go. It's like Groundhog Day. I think, is it Groundhog Day today or was it yesterday? I mean, I can only say thank goodness for Frank and Larry. Thank you, Frank and Larry, because at least you write stuff that isn't the same thing again and again. I don't want to be mean, guys, but all the instructions are on the forum. Never mind. So I am going to go and hunt you out now and see what you replied. And depending on what you replied, very much depends on what I do next. Hello, Nomeri. Nice to see you. Oh, Marco, you've raised your hand. I don't know if I dare click on it. Okay. Yeah, maybe reason be that I don't overburden their network. Maybe the problem was caused by giving me the administrator's permission while session was in progress. We've done it before, Marco. We have done it before. So I was taking after 50 and I thought you are discontenting. I think you mean disconnecting, Aladdin. I only saw that I'm the only one in the room until I got notification that Marco into the room. So I didn't hear anything after the 48. There you go. Incredible. Ah, dear. Crazy, crazy days. Okay, Marco, we're going to test this. All right, Namiri. If everything goes completely wrong any second now, it's just a repeat of what happened this morning. So don't worry. We're having a few issues. Marco, I'm going to invite you into the room. Let's see what happens. Click. Fingers crossed, everybody. Namiri, have you got any questions to ask? Well done for getting in here, by the way. And you should be able to hear me. I'm hoping you can hear me. Now, it's Friday, so if you do want to try entering the room with me to talk, Marco, hello.
Hello, Lynn. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, that's the same. I don't
How
know.
suspicious. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what happened. I think Webinar Jam's got a little problem. After the session's been running for a certain amount of time, I noticed in some of the chat rooms, people are saying that the call just collapses. And although normally it's over an hour and we haven't hit the hour, but it's lovely to hear your voice. Great, Namiri. That's fantastic. Now we would love to hear you. Okay. And it's Friday. It's your chance to click on request to speak and join us to chat. Okay, but it's up to you. You don't have to. If you feel you want to just listen, that's absolutely fine. But you might be kicking yourself later when you think, I could have spoken. I had the chance. I didn't take it. Oh no. There's always next week, of course. Oh, actually, I say there's always next week. No, I think, yes, there is next week. There won't be a week after because I'll be away the week after, but there will be a next week as well. Okay, what you need to do, Namiri, if you want, okay, fingers crossed. Now, Namiri, a couple of provisos. You need to be on a computer. You can access the session to listen on any device, but you need to be on a computer, preferably hardwired into your network, not on Wi-Fi, to join the call. Okay, so with that as a proviso, I'm going to click on to accept you. If it doesn't work, there's not a lot we can do by the looks of it. According to Webinar Jam themselves, if it doesn't work, there's not a lot we can do. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm going to click on Invite as Speaker. You should get a message, and you'll have to download the app if you haven't already done so. If you have downloaded the app, then you go through the tests. Just don't worry about the camera test. We don't need your camera, just the microphone test. So say something like hello or 1, 2, 3, and you should hear it come back at you. That means your microphone is working. Okay. I'm just going to chat to Marco about what happened this morning whilst you try and find your way into the room. Okay. So here we go. Brace yourself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. Okay, Marco. So what actually happened when you tried to join? Did you get any error messages, or was it just the normal, go through the tests?
Yes, you probably didn't see.
No, I heard nothing.
No, you didn't. I wrote in a social group and on the threads spotlight, but you didn't. You didn't read it.
Oh no, I haven't read it yet.
Okay, and I immediately and at 11 I wrote what happens. Oops, looks like something went wrong. That was I didn't take a snapshot, but I copied it and put it in this thread, and after it I tried to relog, and this live stream recording is not available. That was messages.
Yeah, I swear it's something that happened that went wrong there, and it wasn't us. And proving that, hello Namiri, nice to see you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, how are you? Hey, you got in, no problem, fantastic.
How do you do?
How do you do? It's a bit formal, that. Hello, hi.
Hello.
Normally you say, how do you do when you're in a business meeting or meeting the bank manager or a very elderly person? They say, how do you do still? There's no need to be that formal with me, okay?
Okay.
You can just call me Lynn and just say hi or hello. I'm not sure about Yo, though. If you saw this week's Absolute Beginners, somebody in the lesson 1 on the lessons page wrote Yo teach. I think that's a bit too informal even for me. What do you think, Marco? Should you walk up to your teacher and go, Yo teach? Would you do that in your country? Marco, take the mic. I was asking you a genuine question. Is that is Yo teach? Is that okay? It's all very street, isn't it? Sort of all very sort of rap artisty type thing. Yo.
Oh, it depends on teacher.
Yeah, but I'm a bit old for Yo teach.
No, Lynn, you're not so old.
Oh, I am.
Don't exaggerate. You're so young. So, yo, teach.
I was quite funny, I have to say. And Gemma's correction was hilarious. She actually corrected it to "hello, teacher." She didn't say anything about it being a little bit too informal, but she said, "Here's your correction: hello, teacher." What do you think, Namiri? Would your young people in your country walk into a classroom and go, "Yo, teach"?
Okay.
Yeah, would you say "yo, teach" to your teacher? You know what "yo" means, do you? It's just sort of slang for hello, and "teach" is short for teacher. But it was literally "yo, teach." Is that too informal?
Yes, this is according for the teacher. We say hi, teacher. Hi, miss. Like
Oh,
this.
miss. Oh, that would make me feel very old. Yeah, miss and sir. That was in my day in school in the UK. It was all "good morning, miss," "good morning, sir." But nowadays it's first names. Most schools, maybe the public schools. By public, I mean paying fee schools. They still use the sir and miss, but in most state schools, they're the free schools, it's first names. Yo, yo, yo. Exactly, Marco.
It's more in America than in Britain, or in Britain is also.
No, in Britain, people use the first names. Yeah.
But I notice it in a lot of hip hop songs there. Yo, 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 man, yo, man.
Oh, yo itself. Yeah, as I say, it's very street. It's very rap. It's very hip hop. But anything American will find its way to the UK. So you can't see it and think, oh, they must be American. Yes, there's a strong American influence there, but they could come from any. It's television, it's media, it's the internet. These things don't really stay in one country anymore.
Is it vice versa, or do Americans receive the same as you said that in Britain when something appears in America they almost immediately implement it in Britain?
Absolutely not. No, I mean there are Anglophiles in America who love anything British, and that if it's on Downton Abbey, maybe because that's a huge hit in America, and I think that's how they think all the British people live. But it's the cultural exchange is a little bit one way when it comes to America and Britain, even today. Doctor Who and Downton Abbey. But if anybody based their knowledge of British culture on Doctor Who and Downton Abbey, God help them. I mean, they'd be very confused.
I watched Porridge. Thanks for
wonderful stuff.
It's but I haven't finished yet completely. I'm now at second season, maybe 6th episode. Yes.
Okay, it's lovely though, isn't it? Yes, I think Porridge is timeless. It really is. Somebody was mentioning, Mohit, I think, in the group was mentioning Mind Your Language, which is not timeless. It's so dated now, but it's still funny. But Porridge, I think you could show to any generation because prisons haven't changed that much. You know,
prisons are prisons.
Yeah, a prison is. Funnily enough, I'm watching a prison drama at the moment, but it's more contemporary. We were talking about that word today in Kitely, contemporary. It's called Orange is the New Black. It's quite shocking in places, but it's very good drama. It's set in an American women's prison, and some of it can be a bit. Oh, I thought, well, I can't really mention this on the forum because it's a bit rude, and there's a lot of swearing and some very adult themes in it. But if you get the chance to see it on Netflix, it's pretty good drama, I think. It's called Orange is the New Black.
Yes,
the orange jumpsuits they have. Have you heard of it?
I noticed that it has great marks on IMDb, but I haven't watched any episodes.
Can I correct you there? It's not really a mark. Nobody's saying 10 out of 10 for effort. Rating. Great ratings.
Oh, great rating. Okay.
Yeah. On these things like IMDb, you get ratings, how many stars, that kind of thing. So you'd say it's got great
But are
ratings.
you impressed with my spelling? IMDb with no mistakes.
Absolutely, yeah. Nice.
Cheers.
Yeah, well done, IMDb. No, it's not the spelling; it's the pronouncing the actual letters. Your spelling's okay, but when you can't pronounce the alphabet, then you've got a problem. At your level, we all have to learn the alphabet. I'm sorry, you can't avoid it. You even have to learn how to write it as well, with a pen and paper.
Oh, yes.
See, I told you I'm old.
No, but it's true. But it's true because I think that because I'm not almost every time, but not usually, almost 100%. I write something on the laptop or some kind of device, not on
terrifying.
On paper, because I rely a lot on technique, because there are a lot of editors which will correct my grammar or something. If I miswrite something, they will correct me and so on. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's part of tech, but don't lose the ability to pick up a pen and put it onto a piece and make some scribbling, because it's just terrifying, the thought that the next generation, or maybe the generation after that, won't know how to write. I mean, to me, it's so core to being a human being, is the ability to write, to put pen to paper. I love typing. I love using keyboards and touchpads and all the technology, but don't lose the ability to write, just in case something goes terribly wrong with all the technology one day. We won't be able to communicate anymore. It would be terrible.
Yes, it will be great if I can make tape script of everything of our conversation and put it in archive.
Well, we're doing it now. We're getting there. We're streaming everything, but we're not making everything public, of course. Although I did make today's session public because I had to. Aladdin said, "Oh, I've taken a copy. Can you make it private now?" And I went, "Well, no, because I need to be in contact with Webinar Jam. They need to be able to see it. If I make it private, they won't be able to see what happened." So, but I'm going to point them at this session and say, "Right, same person, no problem." Which is great. I love it. Okay, so Nomari, would you like to kind of introduce yourself, or did you come with a question or something to say to the session?
Yes. I so that in the last week, I tell you that we're going.
For a meal. Yes, I've not forgotten.
I have a meal with my wife.
I think I heard your wife just now, actually. So I've got it written down on a piece of paper. No, Marie, dinner.
Yes.
But did you have a nice meal? The most important thing, did you enjoy the meal?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes, I tell you about that day.
Yes, please. We'd love to hear it, wouldn't we, Marco?
Okay. Last Saturday.
Yes, I know.
Okay, last Saturday we went to Turkish restaurant named Kushi Bashi. You heard me?
Yes, we're listening. We're very attentive.
Kushi Bashi restaurant named Kushi Bashi. We ordered grill and meal cooked by a pottery. With roca, salad. After that,
you ordered. Occasionally I'll stop you, but only when I don't understand what you've said. Okay. What did you order?
Grill.
Oh, grill, as like a mixed grill or grilled meats? Okay, a mixed grill. We'd normally say a mixed grill if it was mixed pieces of meat. And how was it cooked?
Yes.
And
And
another
how was it cooked? In pottery, I heard.
Meal cooked it by pottery.
By pottery.
Pottery. Yes.
Can you type it up? I'm not sure.
Okay.
Okay. They cooked it by pottery. We wouldn't say.
Two
We
minutes.
wouldn't
Yes.
say by pottery. They cooked it in a clay oven, maybe. They cooked it in a clay oven. Okay.
Just cooked it in
Or in a clay
clay
pot.
oven.
no.
No.
Elbow.
Cooked it by clay oven.
No.
So you could say they cooked it in a clay oven, or they cooked it in a clay pot, but not by pottery.
Okay. Yeah. It's clayed in a clay oven. Yes.
Okay, carry on then.
Okay. Clay oven. It's not pottery. Okay. And with rock slab.
Now, what's rocket slab?
With rock salad.
Raw? And I'm not getting that second word.
Roca.
Raw.
Roca.
Could you type it up again?
Roca salad.
Yeah, type it up, as I'm still not quite getting what you're saying. Help me out here, Marco, if you understand. So try using chat. Rocker. What's
Roca.
rocker? I don't know what rocker is. Okay, I'm going to look at rocker salad and see if I can see what it is. Rocker salad. Wild rocket. We call it rocket.
Rocket.
Yeah, rocket salad.
Rocket.
It's like a peppery. It's got a very
Rocket.
peppery taste. Yeah.
Rocket. Okay. Rocket salad. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Rocket salad. After that, we had Turkish tea.
And what's different? What's different to English tea? How is Turkish tea different to English tea?
Turkish. To English tea.
So when I make tea, I use black tea leaves and I make it in a pot and then I pour it and I add milk. Okay. But no sugar. I don't like sugar in my tea. Is that similar to Turkish tea or is Turkish tea different?
No, different. It is without milk. Without milk.
Without milk. Okay. And is it made with black tea?
Black tea, yes.
Okay. So it's just black tea, basically, Turkish tea. And with sugar or without?
With the special the sugar.
So you add sugar, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Yep, carry on. Did you have pudding?
No.
Oh.
It was delicious.
It sounds delicious. And
Yeah.
did you eat too much?
Much delicious or what? No.
Too much food.
Yes.
Okay. If you eat too much food, you feel full at the end of the meal. And to me, a mixed grill, often it's a lot of food.
Yes, that's good. Okay. And
Very
I
good.
start Okay, and I spent wonderful time with my lovely wife.
That's lovely. And is your wife there? Does she agree?
That we did in
Dream
the
there.
last Saturday.
Lovely. And have you got any plans for this weekend?
You know,
Are you going to eat out again this weekend, or will you be cooking at home? Oh, I think we just lost sound. Namira?
that is happened. This is we do it in the every Saturday.
That's what I thought. So are you going to the same restaurant this Saturday, or are you choosing another restaurant?
No, change it, another one.
Wow. So next week,
Next week, yeah, another one.
you'll have to come and tell me what you ate again.
This is
What
our
about
plan.
you, Marco? Is that your sort of meal? Would you like that kind of meal?
Yes.
With mixed meal, mixed meat.
A mixed grill. Yeah, we call it a mixed grill.
Mixed grill. Barbecue. From barbecue, no?
It sounds like it was done in a clay pot.
Oh,
Still
clay
not
pot.
100% certain of that, but it's almost like very hot, like a tandoori oven in India would be, a very hot clay pot, and almost grilling, yes.
But I suppose that there was something else. Or maybe do you prepare lean just meat in a clay pot, or do you put maybe some beans or some, I don't know, vegetable with it, because it will be so dry if you just. I suppose, I'm not very sure about it.
Sorry. That is the 2 meals. That is 2 meals, not one. One bread for me, and the other make it by the clay oven to my wife. It's not one meal. It's 2.
Okay, and what just the salad to accompany it? Just a side salad, the rocket salad?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think Marco's worried that grilled meat on its own would be very dry. Was there any sauce, or had it been marinated? Marinated means soaked in juices and in spices and flavoring.
Yes. We add that.
Okay. I mean, it's one of my husband's favorite meals, by the way, mixed grill. He loves it. It's always too much for me. It's too much meat. It's too much food. But I don't mind sharing a sharing plate, but a whole mixed grill is.
I also love it.
Yeah, no, I know my husband loves it. He doesn't struggle at all. But I'd have to have a pudding when I go out for a meal. I always have a pudding. Oh yes.
And lean mixed grill is prepared in a clay pot.
Oh, not always. No, I mean it might be done on barbecue or just in a frying pan. I mean, it depends on the kitchen that it's being prepared in. But the idea of mixed is it will be generally an English mixed grill. I can't talk about Namira's Turkish mixed grill, of course, but an English mixed grill would be lamb chops, lamb kidney, steak, gammon, and then sometimes some chicken. Literally a mixture of different meats and different cuts of meat. Okay, I would think a Turkish mixed grill has quite often got things like, is it kofta in it as well? You get these really nice kebab on a skewer. And sausages on a skewer and chicken on a skewer. When I think of a Turkish mixed grill, I tend to think of everything on a skewer, and then it's put into this clay pot that's really hot. I mean, like a tandoori oven in India, as I say. That's what I kind of have in my head from what Namiri told me. I might be wrong. Now, what you can do, Namiri, is if you can find a photograph. So let's see if I can find. Here's a Turkish mixed grill. Let me view the image. What you can do is you can share your screen. Okay, you turn screen share on. Your voice disappears for a moment, and then you can share your screen. So, did it look anything like this, Namiri? Can you see the picture? So, Namiri, did it look anything like that mixed grill? It looks like it's got rice and a great big green chili on it. Ooh.
Yes, but without rice. No rice.
Without the rice, just meat.
Yes.
Would you like meat? Did it have tomatoes?
Tomato, yes.
Oh, good, because they would provide a bit of. Oh, what? Marco, can't you see anything?
I didn't see anything, Lynn.
Oh, no, I didn't see. I can't see. I'm sharing my screen, honestly. Maybe you do have a connection problem. Yep. Yes, Marco? Oh, Marco. No, don't crash. Let me stop sharing now. Can you hear me now, Marco?
Yes, now I can't. I didn't.
Hey, you didn't see the picture?
No. But Namiri said that he saw.
Yeah. It was there, definitely being shared. So it might be that there's a connection problem along the line.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I did a lot of screen sharing earlier.
Yes, because someone, probably my brother, occupied.
Unplug his computer.
Okay. Yes.
So my teacher said I should unplug your computer. Maybe not. I don't want to cause any family arguments.
He's very strong.
Okay, I won't. No. He can have his computer.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Namiri, for sharing. But as I say, if you can take a photograph of your next meal, you can share it with us. I love photographs of food.
Okay, I will do that next time.
Excellent. Don't get into trouble. Some restaurants don't like it if you take a photograph of the food. They think you're going to, I don't know, say something horrible on Facebook or something. So do be careful. I don't want you to be thrown out of the restaurant.
Okay. It is a lie. Get my time.
Okay. So any questions? Anything you need to know about for this week? I had a question on the forum from somebody, which I'm going to share in case they come back to me. Oh, just to let you know, Marco, April found the name of the creator of the Citadel. She's very clever. She must have stayed on.
Yeah, she's very
Marco,
clever.
April has not shouted heads or tails. Could you shout now? Heads or tails, Marco?
Oh, April. I try to be a gentleman. Okay. But better, Lynn, is so important to say it right now. I will rather let her to choose.
No, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. Otherwise, we're in another week. So heads or tails? Come on, just be. You've been a gentleman.
I'm
recording. Yes,
Okay.
I'm recording this. I'll show it to April so she'll know
Okay,
every
so
opportunity.
April, sorry. Okay, heads.
Heads. Okay. Flipping. Oh, hang on. No, it's not working. Heads or tails? Flip a coin. There it is. Okay. And here we go. Oh, I want to screen share it, and I can't. You won't be able to see it.
Okay, I believe you. It's no problem.
Okay. You can see here. Can you see the screen, Namiri?
Yes, I can see also.
Oh, you can see it. Hey, there you go. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Well done.
I can see it.
Excellent.
You.
So I will take
Thank
a
you,
screenshot.
Lean and Drawing Machine.
Yeah, the flipping machine.
Yeah.
Oh, be careful. Flipping can actually be a very mild swear word. Oh, the flipping car's broken again. Yeah, so flipping is, but in this case, it is a flipping machine, as in it's a machine that flips things, so it's literal.
Okay. Be careful with it. Okay.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't worry too much. It's a very mild swear word. Okay, it's a swear word. It's the sort of swear word people use when they don't want to use strong swear words. Yeah, it's not a hefty word to be avoided, but it is still, it could still be taken as a swear word. I'm just going to share the results, and let's see, where is it? Learn English Radio. Just going to share the results on English Radio. So I will send you the link so you can book your session, Marco. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Well done. Congratulations again. Now I have to ask people just to do it eventually, because otherwise I lose track about who's won what. No, I do. I lose track about who won and who didn't win, and it's like just let me know. Okay, winners. There you are, winners. And it's which week? It was last week, wasn't it? 2017-01- what was Monday's? What was the date on Monday, guys? Anybody tell me? The date on Monday.
31st.
It was the 30th. No, it was the 30th.
30th.
I couldn't remember if it was the 30th or okay. And it was Finger. Riddle me Ree. Finger Marco. Rima. Well done. Congratulations. Sorry, April, if you watch this later, you were given the chance. I wonder if she'd have said heads or tails. Ooh, we'll never know.
Maybe she responded on. Have you checked on on the radio, on the chat?
Oh, don't say that.
Congratulations. What do you win?
Thank you.
Marco, explain to
Congrats.
Namiri.
Thank you.
Marco, could you just explain to Namiri what just happened? I think he's a bit confused.
I will try. Okay, I got reward because I there on the English radio. I don't know if you heard about English radio. That is also part of the Learn English online network community. Have you heard about it, Namiri?
Yes.
About English radio, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So there is one game. Actually, there are two games, but now actually is currently is playing one game which we call Riddle Me Ree, and this is like guessing, completing the word from the letters. For each day, the game is starting from Tuesday, and it lasted till Sunday. And for each day in this period, you have one letter, and after these 6 days, you can complete one word. And I successfully made it for this week, and one of our friends also got the word correctly, and now Lynn tossed the coin, and that machine decided that I'm the winner between me and between our friend April and me. So that is like a brief explanation if I explained you well.
That was a very good explanation. It's basically a word game that we run every week, and whoever wins, or if there's more than one winner, they go into a draw, or in this case, with two winners, a coin flip. It's easier, heads or tails. And whoever wins the draw or the coin flip wins a free hours session online with me. Okay, it's the only way you get a one-on-one session with me. If you'd like to take part,
it is a nice learning game. And I congratulate you.
I think it's fun. It's quite tough. It's not an easy game. And this week, some of the members were screaming about the words I'd chosen. You can practice on the games page. So there's no prize because those games have already been played. But if you go to the games page, you can practice. And if you want to play live, then you have to go to English Radio. But you can practice anytime and just have fun with the word game. I love word games myself. I really enjoy them. So,
okay.
Okay, so that's some English word games and Riddle Me Ree. Some of the English word games, I warn you, are a little tough for learners, but again, don't take them too seriously. They're just for fun. So congratulations, Marco. I'll send you the link to book your session this weekend, okay? Thanks. And thank you for biting the bullet. Eventually, we just have to go. No, sorry, I need the winner. I saw you sent another message to April saying, please, guess, what do you want? That's very gentlemanly of you. I've written, I forced him to choose.
With the gun.
Well, not quite, no.
I'm kidding.
Good. No, it's only a game. So it's not that important. Yes. Okay. So how are we doing for time? Oh, we're okay. We're okay. Now, I'm just checking to see if there were any pre-questions, because some people ask me questions whilst I'm not online. But no, it looks okay. I'm just checking Skype as well. Yeah, people are asking where we are. Ah, dear. We're here. Okay, so there's not a lot going to happen there today, I'm afraid. I can't share the Skype screen with you, I'm afraid, because it's got people's contact details on it. But, so let's go to the forum and have a look at the activity page. And I'm not surprised at this week's, the activity page is changing somewhat. So fingers crossed, I'm going to screen share. If you can't see, then just go to the forum activity page yourself, okay? But hopefully you'll be able to see the screen share, okay? Okay, so can you spot the leader this week? Bubbly has some serious competition.
Oh, but Bubbly is not on the list.
No, actually, I think Bubbly's had the flu this week, so she's still top of the top contributors, though.
Yes,
she's still top of the top. Beats me, nearly twice as many points as me. That's terrible.
Almost undisputable.
Ah, absolutely. But Larry, look at Larry. So congratulations to Larry and Taka. I mean, they've both been really zooming up. I'm not on the board either, by the way. Have you noticed that? I'm not there.
Then you need to write more.
I do. I need to stop doing corrections. Because when I correct somebody's post, I correct it within their post. And so they get the likes and everything. Maybe I need to do the corrections outside the posts. Yeah. Because if you actually looked at the number of posts I've made, if you include corrections, it's probably in a lot more than that. Absolutely. But there you go. That's the nature of the forum. And I shouldn't, I don't think I should even be on the top contributors board. I think it should be all you guys should be on it, not me. But I can't take myself off. I tried.
Can I ask a question? How about
Yes,
this count this point?
Okay, the points are from, it varies. You can gain points if people react to your post. You gain points for getting a certain number of posts. And you gain points for answering questions. So, for example, if we look at some of Larry's posts, okay, because Larry's going in and making corrections and helping people, he'll get a lot of points because people will say thank you and they will like his post. So let's go to new members. Okay, this is where, when I say to people, introduce yourself, this is where you should introduce yourself. And let's see if we can find one of Larry's posts in here, or I'll tell you, let me see. There you are, there you are. There you are, Larry here. Okay, so Larry put partners. Do you mean people I already know? That agree that I just gave him a point. Okay, so when you agree or like, you don't get these ones, they're mine. Vote down. I don't use them very often, or off topic, so members don't get those, just administrators. And if you get a promote, okay, I won't promote that one, it's too short, but let's have a look. There you go, I'll promote, I think this must be Kind. Yeah, Kind's put up a very helpful post here. So I click promote. That he will now get points. Okay, so let's have a look at Kind Ganice's page, his profile, and he's made 10 new discussions. He's created 7,287 comments. Okay. Shared accounts is meaningless. It's just about where people post in from. Okay, let's not share his email address. And every time somebody clicks on like, he gets a new point. Okay. And he's been running the spelling bee as well. So he'll get likes and votes up from me for that. So he gets these, that's how you get points. Okay. You also get points for badges. Once you've been posting so many times, once you get so many likes or awesomes, you also get a badge, and that gives you more points. So badges and reactions is how people gain points in the forum. Okay, Nomiri?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now what do the points and the badges really mean? Beyond getting into the Skype sessions, not a lot, but occasionally when somebody gets a lot of points, I will go and give them a bonus correction where I'll correct one of their better posts and give them word for word correction. So there is a point to the points and the badges, honestly. They're also meant to just be for fun. They're not to be taken too seriously.
It's okay, okay.
Okay. So, you know what I'm going to ask now, don't you? I'm going to ask you guys to volunteer, one of you, to volunteer to read this week's leaderboard. Okay. Now, Nomiri, have you ever read, oh, hang on, that's from today's session, so I don't want to get rid of that. That's today's reading in Kitely. Let me start a new one. I'll put it here. Have you ever read sort of like a leaderboard or a chart? Yeah?
No.
Okay, then maybe this week you should have a go. So what I'll do is I'll make it nice and easy for you. I will, yeah, that's right. I'll type it up so that you can read it out nice and easily, okay? And it's a nice way of practicing your ordinal numbers, okay? Oh, Dine's made it in. Gosh, he'll be very pleased. Beat his dad. I think everybody's got a separate. Quite often, people have the same number of points, and they're in joint 5th, 6th, 7th place. But this week, everybody. Oh, Zom's in! Yay! Well done, Zom. Okay. Okay, so Nomiri, do you know how to read your ordinal numbers? Okay, first, second, etc. Yeah.
And Monique also.
Yeah, Monique's there too. Yes. So Nomiri, are you comfortable? First, second, third, fourth?
Yes.
Yeah, good. So how you do it? You go. You can actually go from the bottom to the top, or from the top to the bottom. And what you generally say is in Xth place, so first place, second place, third place, we have, and then the name with X points. Okay, so if I do the 10th place one, in 10th place we have Krishna Vishwakarma, not easy, I know, with 33 points. Okay, so would you like to give it a go?
Okay.
Okay, go for it. Go on.
First place. In first place, we have name Larry the Zebra.
And with how many points? Nomiri, we've lost your sound. Have you muted or have we lost you? I'll tell you what, I'll post.
Okay.
Okay, you're back. Okay, so in first place, we have Larry the Zebra. Yep.
We have Larry the Zebra with 109 points. Second place, we have Tika from Tokyo, 79 points. Third place, we have Paulatil, 65 points. Fourth place, we have Monique, 64 points. Fifth place, we have Mike Cox with 75 points. Sixth place, we have Biology, 52 points. Seventh place, we have Finch, 44 points. Eighth place, we have Merge, 43 points. Ninth place, we have Zoom, 40 points. 10th place, we have Krishma Shako with 33 points.
Well done. Very good.
That is difficult to me reading.
Well, don't worry, I'll get you to do it again because it gets easier. And it's partly, as I say, a good time to practice your ordinal numbers, but it's also a good practice because of the different names, just to have a go at pronouncing things. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I know it's Krishna, but I don't know if it's Vishwakarma or Vishwakarma or Fishwakarma. Mishu, I think it's probably Mishu, but it might be Mishaux. Peluche or Peluche, I don't know. I know that it's Thine. by the way. It's a Dutch name, Thine, but only because I've spoken to Thine and I know his dad, so it's Thine. And I know also with M. Herridge, that's actually Marion. So as you get to know people on the forum and their real names, you might know, okay, in 8th place with 43 points, we have Marion, because I know that Marion is M. Herridge. Okay, but yes, Larry the Zebra. Oh, I noticed you said zebra as well. That's fine. Zebra tends to be American English. Zebra tends to be British English. Doesn't matter. And Taka from Tokyo. Well done for that one, because his name's Taka and he's from Tokyo. But when you see it, it's such a long word. And you're like, oh, no, but you did really well. You just go for it. You know, don't go, oh, I don't know how to pronounce that. Give it a go. Nobody's going to correct you. The only thing I would say, Amiri, is you said 75, not 57. So 5th place with 57 points is Mishu. You flipped them round, okay? A lot of Germans do that, because in Germany they say the second number first and then the first number second. So instead of saying 57, they'd say 57.
In Arabic, also we do that.
That's the same. Okay, so it's like 7 and 50, yeah? That can be really difficult to get used to to going from the other way around, you know, the 51st and then the units. So the decimals first, or the hundreds first, or the thousands first, then the units. So, but well done. You did a really good job there. It's not easy, I know. It's all good practice. That's the thing. Just go for it. Don't let anything hold you back.
Okay.
Anything to say, Marco? Sorry, you're not on there, Marco. I'm so sorry. Nobody's here who was on there this week. Normally somebody's here, and I can go. So I'll just say congratulations, Larry, and your hard work is much appreciated. And congratulations as well to Taka, Paulette, Monique, Mishu, Peluche, Thine. Well done for beating your dad, Thine. Marian, Zom, and Krishna. And where are my points, guys? Come on.
Lina, I will give you some points.
Thank you, Marco. Thank you. No, it's all right.
Keep going with commenting. Yeah.
Maybe I'm just boring. That's the thing. I'm just boring.
No. That's not the truth.
Actually, I'm so glad I'm looking at the forum now. I've got to change the messages, because we're still talking about Old Year and New Year, and we're in February already. So I'll find some nice romantic poetry. Why would I want romantic poetry on the forum? Any ideas?
Because Valentine's Day approaches.
Yeah! Valentine's Day is coming, 14th of February, don't forget it. Doesn't matter if it's not in your culture, you can forget it. But if you live anywhere in the UK or the US, on your... Yeah, you mustn't forget it.
Valentine's Day?
Yeah, Valentine's Day is the 14th of February. It's a big celebration in the UK and in America, all about romance. Hearts, roses, chocolates, meals out. It's a lovely set. I love it. I love Valentine. A lot of people, we've been talking about it in Kitely. If you watch the recording, we just had an introduction to chivalry, romance, etc. in today's Kitely session, which will continue next week. And we're going to look at some of the vocabulary in the live chat on Monday, because this week's vocabulary challenge was all about some of the numbers to do with Valentine's Day. It's a very commercial celebration, it has to be said. But it's, you know, people spend a lot of silly money, to be honest. And so we'll be talking about that the next couple of weeks in the different sessions. Yes, chivalry, Marco. In fact, Marco, you weren't in today's session. We're in a new sim, just so you know. We've finished with winter. Okay, we're looking forward to spring.
But winter is not finished, Lynn. You didn't. I asked you to create a slope for ski jumping.
Yes, I know you did. Next year, maybe. Next year.
Next year, this time, we will be millionaires.
Absolutely. This time next year, was it that Pinky and the Brain say? We'll be ruling the world or something, I don't know. But no, it's we've changed sim, so we're in a different sim. It's a beautiful castle, and everybody was like, "Why are we in a castle? What's romantic about a castle?" But of course, because of chivalry and Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, a lot of ideas of romance came from that time in literature, especially. So, if you watch the recording, you'll catch up with us for next week. Okay.
Is it Sterling? Does it require a lot of to create some kind of like a slope or something like it?
The slope is easy, but it's getting the animation to work that would give you the experience, because you'd ski down it and then nothing would happen. And I think if we had a slope, I'd want you to be able to actually ski off the end of it and go flying like you do in a... But then that's probably me overcomplicating it. If you just want a slope, I can build you a slope. But I had this idea you wanted to do like the jump, eagle or something. Well, it wouldn't do that. You just come off the end and you'd just fall vertically. Poof. You wouldn't go flying through the air, I'm afraid.
So you mean it's complicated maybe to create a gesture for...
Yeah, the scripting part of it is complicated. Okay. That would have you flying through the air, because what happens in the physics engine of OpenSim? There is one. There's gravity. Okay, that's why when you stop flying, you fall. But that's how you would fall. You'd get to the end of the slope, and then you would just fall. And that's not what you do in the sport, is it? Ski jumping is meant to be, you go flying through the air. I'm not sure how I'd reproduce that, to be honest, but I'll give it a go. What the heck?
Do you create a script for it in the Kitely directly, or do you create something like some script and you embedded it from outside source?
No, I put the scripts into Kitely. There are sims out there that have databases. There's a lot of the bigger sims with more money. It's quite interesting, actually. If you ever go to the OpenSim community conference, they have bots, like avatar bots, that interact with you, and they act like guides through the sim, and they introduce you to things and people, and it's all interactive. But you can't do that from within Kitely. You need an external database. You need to have C. Normally it's written in C or Python, that kind of thing. But no, when I script something, it's written in what they call Linden scripting language, LSL. And I keep it very simple. Usually I take a script that somebody else has created and I kind of modify it to do what I want it to do. Okay. And then quite often it goes wrong anyway.
Okay, no, it's a great.
Well, I did a lot of stuff. I did more in Second Life, to be honest, and I brought some of my scripts from Second Life into OpenSim. It was so funny. I'll show you. Remind me next time you're in World to show you my dice. Okay, in Second Life, these dice roll. Okay, you click on them and they roll. In OpenSim, you click on them and they kind of, I don't know what they do. They kind of crawl. It's so funny. Well, it depends on how you judge funny things, but I find it hilarious. Okay. It's just completely different language and completely different physics, so you can't always do the same thing in both places.
Okay.
No, Marie, I'm so sorry if you're confused. I don't know if you've watched some of the recordings we've been making, but when I talk about Kitely, it's an immersive virtual world, okay, where we run some sessions, like the reading session. So if you look at the YouTube channel, you'll get an idea what we're going on about. Okay, and yesterday it was Groundhog Day. I wanted to mention that today. Did you see what the result was of Groundhog Day? Do you know what I mean by Groundhog Day?
No.
Well, Groundhog Day is every year. It's the weirdest thing. Honestly, it's the craziest celebration. Do you know what a groundhog is? It's like a rodent. Okay.
Write it.
Yep, sure. I'll write it down. Groundhog. It's an animal. We don't have them in the UK. This is an American celebration, but I love it. And let me just see if I can find a picture of the groundhog, Phil. Okay. Here we go. This is Phil, the groundhog. Tells Americans, and his name is Tony Phil. Yeah. And
like that, the rat, like the rat.
Yeah, he looks like a great big rat, doesn't he? I don't think he'd thank you for calling him a rat. He's a groundhog. So, Punxsutawney Phil, he comes out of his hole, and if he sees his shadow, it means there'll be 6 more weeks of winter. And seemingly yesterday, he came out and he basically saw his shadow, went back in, and so everybody's saying, that's it, 6 more weeks of winter. That's Groundhog Day. It's also a film, a very funny film starring Bill Murray. So if you get the chance to see the film, it's quite fun. I think it's here. There you go. Groundhog Day. It's about a man who relives the same day again and again and again. So if somebody says to you, it's like I'm in Groundhog Day, it means they feel like they've been doing the same thing again and again and again. Okay? But yesterday was Groundhog Day, and according to the groundhog, it's going to be 6 more weeks of winter in America. I hope that doesn't equate to 6 more weeks of winter in Germany. I want spring.
In Serbia either.
Yeah, do you think so? Are we going to have that? Oh dear. But there's lots of things happen in February. Charles Dickens' birthday on the 7th of February. Valentine's Day, of course, we've mentioned on the 14th. London Fashion Week coming up. And the 21st of February, you might not know this one, is International Mother Language Day. So I'll be speaking English on that day. No surprises there. But if there's a session that day, what day is it? The 21st. I don't know. What day is the 21st? Let's have a look. 21st is Tuesday. So in the Tuesday sessions, you'll have to say something in your mother tongue to me. Okay. Then we've got Fair Trade Fortnight in the UK and Shrove Tuesday, Pancake Day. And the 26th of February is Tell a Fairy Tale Day. Okay, so that's a nice one. And that's the day. Again, what day is it? 26th is Sunday. So maybe on Monday we'll tell a fairy tale in one of the sessions. Okay. Lots of things to celebrate in February. I like February. It's like the end of winter is near. It's coming. Spring is on the way.
What is the Lynn? What is the thing which you hate the most in the winter?
It's just the number of bugs. Okay, everybody seems to catch. We talked about the winter vomiting bug, didn't we? I mentioned that, but there's also the flu, and there's always an influenza epidemic, and there's colds and sniffles.
Besides flu and besides it.
Okay. On top of that, the weather is so cold. You can't, you have to dress up in so many layers. So you look like the Michelin Man when you go out. Yeah. So the weather's cold. The nights are too long. The days are too short. So it starts getting dark. I mean, it's starting now to get dark at about 6 o'clock. We're at, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, it was getting dark at 5. And before that, it was getting dark at 4:30, and it wasn't light till 9 o'clock. So, just these short days and long nights. I don't like those either. So winter doesn't really, apart from Christmas, I love Christmas. That's the only thing that gets me through winter is Christmas. Okay.
Christmas, yes, but now yesterday and today, it was like a warm weather, not too cold.
Oh,
actually,
lovely.
similar, but one of the things which I hate the most in the winter is when the snow is melting and like creeks are running through streets, and especially where there is some snow. Oh, I don't like it very. That's like little swamps.
Yeah, you know what we call snow that's still looks like snow, but it's really wet? We call it slush.
Slush.
Yeah. When it's melting, but it hasn't melted yet.
Yeah, that's
disgusting. Over your boots, and it's disgustingly muddily wet and dirty snow. We call it slush. Yeah, I don't like slush either, unless it's a slush puppy in a cup.
Yes, I don't mind too much if it's more than, how to say, more than minus 15 degrees Celsius or less.
Above.
Above.
If it's above 15 degrees, yeah.
But in minus, yes.
Above minus 15, yeah, above minus 15.
If it's between -5 or -10, I don't mind. I can.
Oh, you'd like Germany then? Well, this area of Germany, we didn't get under -15, and that was only 1-2 nights. We went to -15. We didn't go below -15, and we only had 1 or 2 nights of -15. Most of the time, it was -6, -5, -8. Okay. Yes, so you probably find that perfect, but it's cold for me, Marco. It's cold.
Yeah,
I'm not used to it.
But in Britain, it's almost every day is rain. I would love to live there, but
without the rain, yes.
Without the rain, to go to the weekend to watch football and to come back to Belgrade.
Absolutely.
That is very cold for me. Minus 15.
It would be, yes.
Minus 15 is very, very cold.
You'd probably find it unbearable. But it's what you're used to. It's amazing what you can get used to. You see the temperatures you get, Nomiri, in the heat. I complain when it's like +30, and then I get people like Bubbly and Nidhi going, but it's +45 here, and I'm like, yeah. I die in that heat.
I could melt there.
Exactly, it's perspective.
You can, they can pick up in some bottle after melting.
I think it shows that it depends what you're used to, but it also shows you can get used to a lot of things. Okay, sorry, I just stopped screen sharing because I will have to go. Yeah. Okay, we've gone a little bit over time, but I can't spend too long today because I've still got a husband who's got the flu. So, see, everybody we know has got a bug. And wish Bubbly, send a get well wish to Bubbly, because I know she's not feeling too good either. Everyone I know has got some kind of bug, apart from you guys. You're nice and healthy. Enjoy your meal tomorrow, Nomiri. I'll look forward to you coming and telling us what you ate, where you went, and how you enjoyed it. And Marco, thank you for joining us. I'm so glad it worked. I was honestly terrified when I clicked on your little raised hand. I was like, I'm going to crash. But it worked fine. No problem.
Okay. Sorry for I hear that. Thank you. And
You're welcome.
Have a nice weekend.
You too. We'll see you next week. Okay. Take care. Bye. Wasn't 100% happy with what they wrote. I thought, well, that's easy to say, but yeah, doesn't really help me. And I'm not sure if what they were saying was actually valid either. So, okay, every single application to Skype group was today. That's, I think, 10 times I've had to write the same mail. I think I'm going to go. It's like Groundhog Day. I think, is it Groundhog Day today or was it yesterday? I mean, I can only say thank goodness for Frank and Larry. Thank you, Frank and Larry, because at least you write stuff that isn't the same thing again and again. I don't want to be mean, guys, but all the instructions are on the forum. Never mind. So I am going to go and hunt you out now and see what you replied. And depending on what you replied, very much depends on what I do next. Hello, Nomeri. Nice to see you. Oh, Marco, you've raised your hand. I don't know if I dare click on it. Okay. Yeah. Maybe reason overburden their network. Maybe the problem was caused by giving me the administrator's permission while session was in progress. We've done it before, Marco. We have done it before. So I was taking after 50 and I thought you are discontenting. I think you mean disconnecting, Aladdin. I only saw that I'm the only one in the room until I got notification that Marco into the room, so I didn't hear anything after. Don't worry about the camera test. We don't need your camera, just the microphone test. So say something like hello or 1, 2, 3, and you should hear it come back at you. That means your microphone is working. Okay. I'm just going to chat to Marco about what happened this morning whilst you try and find your way into the room. Okay, so here we go. Brace yourself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. Okay, Marco. Okay, so what actually happened when you tried to join? Did you get any error messages or was it just the normal, go through the tests?
Yes, you probably didn't see.
No, I heard nothing. I heard nothing.
No, you didn't. I wrote in a social group and on the threads spotlight, but you didn't. You didn't read it.
Oh no, I haven't read it yet.
Okay, and I immediately and at 11 I wrote what happens. Oops, looks like something went wrong. That was I didn't take a snapshot, but I copied it and put it in this thread, and after it I tried to relog, and this live stream recording is not available. That was like messages.
Yeah, I swear it's something that happened that went wrong their end. It wasn't us. Oh, hello, Marco. Let me know if you can hear me with the 111. Sorry for giggling, it's the 111 bit. Ah dear. I'm just driving myself insane by going through the Skype messages. I want to join Skype and I keep having to cut and paste the same message again and again and again. But it makes life simple. It's just so boring. Thank you for your interest in joining our Skype sessions. To be considered for membership, you need to confirm your email address. Then you'll be able to introduce yourself in the new members section. After that, take part in a few conversations on the forum until you've achieved active member status. You will be notified when you do, and you will see 2 stars next to your name. In the meantime, you're free to join in the challenges, games, and the voice sessions we hold on other platforms. Check the calendar and the Join Us group for details. I look forward to speaking with you. Normally, that's the last thing I ever hear from them. What, you mean I've got to do something? Yes. Okay, so I'm just getting through them and then I'm going to read your reply to my post. But I thought it was, I'm still in contact with the powers that be at Webinar Jam because I was okay, and it's Friday. It's your chance to click on request to speak and join us to chat. Okay, but it's up to you. You don't have to. If you feel you want to just listen, that's absolutely fine. But you might be kicking yourself later when you think, I could have spoken. I had the chance. I didn't take it. Oh no. There's always next week, of course. Well, Actually, I say there's always next week. No, I think, yes, there is next week. There won't be a week after because I'll be away the week after, but there will be a next week as well. Okay, what you need to do, Namiri, if you want, okay, fingers crossed. Now, Namiri, a couple of provisos. You need to be on a computer. You can access the session to listen on any device, but you need to be on a computer, preferably hardwired into your network, not on Wi-Fi, to join the call, okay? So with that as a proviso, I'm going to click on to accept you. If it doesn't work, there's not a lot we can do by the looks of it. According to Webinar Jam themselves, if it doesn't work, there's not a lot we can do. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm going to click on Invite as Speaker. You should get a message, and you'll have to download the app if you haven't already done so. If you have downloaded the app, then you go through the tests, just the 48. There you go. Incredible. Ah, dear. Crazy, crazy days. Okay, Marco, we're going to test this. All right, Namiri, if everything goes completely wrong any second now, it's just a repeat of what happened this morning. So don't worry. We're having a few issues. Marco, I'm going to invite you into the room. Let's see what happens. Click. Fingers crossed, everybody. Namiri, have you got any questions to ask? Well done for getting in here, by the way. And you should be able to hear me. I'm hoping you can hear me. Now, it's Friday, so if you do want to try entering the room with me to talk. Marco, hello.
Hello, Lynn. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, that's the same.
How suspicious. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what happened. I think Webinar Jam's got a little problem. After the session's been running for a certain amount of time, I noticed in some of the chat rooms, people are saying that the call just collapses. And although normally it's over an hour and we haven't hit the hour, but it's lovely to hear your voice. Great, Namiri. That's fantastic. Now, we would love to hear you.